What's up, everybody? Patrick LaRouge here from Evolve Restorative Therapy. You can find me at livepainfreeprocess.com. Today is a relaxed conversation, but it's a big one. But it's also something that made me think and touched me on the heart realm. We're going to be talking about what is it like to think outside the box consistently. And when I got this email, this note, and I was like, dang, what is it like thinking in my head? And I realized, through the 14 years, I was put through a lot of different experiences that showed me that every time I thought I knew how to fix something, the body showed me otherwise. So there was never, ever the right way to do something. So by trial and error, I realized that, you can never know something well enough, and there's not one way to do something. So especially when it comes to the body's always going to be a variable and changing. So it was humbling for me to learn all that. And now that I think about the experiences I've had, I'm thankful for that humbling experience. And me thinking about it, touched me and realized that, shoot, you can't think only one way works. So I started really looking at how my brain works and realized that it's kind of like seeing a whole bunch of different stairways to the same place. They all work. So if you can go to different modalities and different thought processes, they all work. It's just a matter of realizing that if you're going to think outside the box, it's number one is what would work for the situation that's at hand. So in my world is I'm looking at a client's body, which way works for them and makes that sustainable for their precise issue, right? I want you really to start focusing on the concept of there's no one right answer. There's many different right answers, and that changes the way that you look at things. You have to look at it through a child's eye of saying, oh, that's new, because every time I did that, I latched onto this is the one way, I was eventually burned in some way, not because I did something wrong, it's because the body would evolve past the easy rudimentary way that I would do that area. So if I was working with a case just on the physical standpoint and they were getting, we're going to be going through a lot of different aches and pains now, like a shoulder pain, if I dealt with that specifically on a physical aspect and I never dealt with the emotional or mental, I'd see myself not working. It won't be as efficient. Something else is going wrong. That's when I started realizing that it just didn't work. It didn't work as well. It's because I'm not going after the right thing that the body's showing me at the precise moment. So it's very, very fun to be in this world because then it's always keeping you on your toes. You're always looking at it from a brand new eye. And that's what thinking outside the box is in the world of restorative therapy and healthcare and working with the human body. Nothing's ever right. So me seeing some people coming to me and I was like, all right, why don't you go try acupuncture? Why don't you go try this? Why don't you go try that? They all work, and that's why I love referring out in that world, because sometimes what I'm doing clears up something, but they don't even realize that the driver of the whole thing is coming from a different world, energetic world, an emotional world, a mental world, that they might need to get a different person saying something different to have them change something itself internally. And now that's what's thinking outside the box, guys. It's being able to understand, number one, there's no right answer and there's no wrong answer. There's just pros and cons to everything. And then there's many ways to solve an issue. So when you look at your problem, start asking yourself different questions. Not like, why are you doing this to me, body? Because your body's trying to tell you something. But what else is happening? What is a different way that I can deal with this? Those are the questions that you want to start asking, open-ended. Oh, what is a different way I can do this? Who else can help me with this? Because you're not broken, You're not, who else can fix me? It's who else can help me understand what you're trying to say to me, because your body's just trying to communicate, okay? So I want you guys to really focus on the big aspect that I just gave you. There's not just one way of dealing with it, especially not just in the physical. You have to deal with the mental and emotional, as well as what else is out there. What else is out there in the world that can help you navigate and get you to understand what's happening inside your body? Your body's trying to tell you something. What is it? Who else knows that a different language that your body is talking in? Until next time, folks, if this helped, please share it. I would love to get you to understand that it's never just the physical. We have to consistently think outside the box. We're going to be going through it this next month a lot in the aspect of, we're seeing a pain. It could be this or it could be that. It's never just physical. So start looking at many different ways. So now I'm going to start spitting it out, folks. Until next time, later.